Hello everyone, this is Katarina and I'll bring you a short energetic update together with more information on psychic abilities because I got so many questions from you guys, and a light language transmission. So the energetics are really intensified. That solar activity is really continuing. And I was just checking and thought, oh my God, I'm so out of sync with the moon. I just checked when the next full moon is, and today is Friday, so in a week on Thursday. And it's like, wow, it really feels like that solar energy is so strong around the earth, where we receive those codes of the highest and purest light, and the sun being that portal for multidimensional energies as well as universal energies, a gateway from high expanded consciousness coming to earth. And I don't know about you, I was out at midnight that night when that worldwide Aurora Borealis was visible. It's not easy to pronounce for a German. And I really anchored those cosmic codes, and it was so wonderful to see those different colors and frequencies and the codes within them. And I felt like the next day I had a total energetic hangover. It's like, oh my God, hang on, my entire system is getting rewired with new DNA codes, new abilities coming in, ancient dormant abilities being fired up. And it's like, whoa, come on. This is incredible. And due to that, I also want to speak about psychic abilities and what that is. You know, there are different layers, you could say, of awakening, of awareness, and where somebody is anchored. The easiest starting point, it doesn't seem to be easy for me to talk today. The easiest starting point are the 7 chakras, and they are within the body. And then when you extend it, you have a chakra below your feet connecting you to the physical aspect of earth. Then you can go way deep into the core crystal of Gaia to connect with her ascension, her higher self. And then there is a portal in between, if you like, and I think that's often called Gaia's gateway, and that accesses the divine matrix of Gaia. It's kind of an intermediator chakra, and the inner earth beings really strongly react to that. So beings of you or guys of you who are connected with inner earth, who are connected with Telos, there are so many inner earth tribes all around the earth. Some of them are more open to human communication, and it's always a heart resonance, and that's also what we're stepping into. You know, the activation of the stargate of our heart, where it's like, boom, now we really understand from heart consciousness. And I re-listened to the video that I did last Friday, and I thought there was something different about it. I couldn't put my fingers on it, and I could really, my guides showed me, it's like, Katarina, listen with your mind. What is the information you're receiving? It's like da 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 da. And then they're like, totally go out of your mind, connect with your heart, and then what's happening? And I thought, oh my God, from a frequency range of fear, mentally stimulated, versus, oh my God, that is a whole scale of frequencies. My angels and the guides are saying, you know, it's like when you listen with your mind, if you imagine a rainbow, you only get the frequency rays of one of the colors. But when you listen with your heart, you can literally receive all the frequencies that are encoded. And the new incoming frequencies are really where you dial in with your heart code. You know, it's like you got your sacred chip to dial into the divine matrix that is surrounding us. And the more open-hearted you are, the easier it gets. And there are those ancient techniques where this is here the thymus gland, where you can touch that gently or rub that, and it's like, oh yeah, I breathe into my heart. I'm relaxed, I'm connected, and that also helps us when we're overstimulated due to solar activity. So that's something that can be really beneficial and helpful to you in this time of transition. My guides are just showing me the 2 kitties that are coming home with me next week. And it was so funny because the farmer messaged me, Katarina, the kitties are ready. They're already up here on the sofa with me. I'm like, oh my God, are they coming on Sunday? And I thought, you know, I went through the list of all the shopping items I still needed to get, so they're all ordered online. He's like, no, they're ready for another visit, you know. And that's also that energy of communication right now, because we are dialing into different dimensions and to different ways of feeling, perceiving that, and that sometimes can also lead to major misunderstandings. And that's the same when all of you who follow my material, all of you who are ascending, forerunners, starseed, galactics, volunteers, star wisdom keepers, earth wisdom keepers, all of you who are intrinsically drawn to higher energies, you are kind of per default, you know, like factory settings. You know, when we come here and embody higher consciousness, we are here to already listen with the heart. Every empath is very much wired like that, or with your whole body, your sensitivity. And that's often where, like, why do people misunderstand me? And it's 5:33 in the recording. It's like big change for everyone ascending on that level, because divine communication is coming in so strongly. And in order for us to be able to receive that divine communication, our higher chakras and our system is switched online more. And I just remembered I haven't finished that trail with the chakra. So you have the hardcore chakra, the divine gateway, the earth star, and that's all below your feet. Then the seven chakras within the body, as well as at the base of your spine, your entire spine. It's called the antakarana, or the prana tube, and that also extends. It's a whole system that is then becoming online. At the base of your spine is a god seed, or the kundalini, the coiled snake. That energy rises through your system through various locks. It then opens the chakra, the mouth of God, at the back of your neck. It blasts open your ears, and the ears work with the pineal gland, and then they also work with the crown, the soul star, stellar gateway. It's like, sometimes it's also called the supranal triangle, and then it helps you to go much higher into deep space, if you like, past your solar junction into the beyond chakra. And the beyond chakra, I was asking Ashtar, because I was like, so come on, I'm confused. I will talk about this also in the activation on Sunday, and my guides are saying it's going to be the big orchestra, super power packed, with all the ascension guides throughout all the realms. The Galactic Council is coming, and we are anchoring it, or all present in the Galactic Center. I'm like, oh my God. So I've already got pages and pages of information that's streaming in. And also the codes for global ascension. I'm like, oh my God, really? Are they coming in now? So with that Aurora Borealis, there was so much deep cleansing happening on Earth. It's like a recalibration starting on Earth. You know, certain things that are no longer needed, transmuted, released, new codes coming in. And that's also happening within our physical body. And with the activation of your higher psychic abilities, you can then reach your guides, you can communicate, and divine communication is often in signs, symbols, and sounds and colors. So some of you, also my clients, sending me images, what they are drawing, or others are sending me sounds or light language. Their light language is changing. The next one is like, oh my God, I see colors when I look outside. It's like, what are these all meaning? And I also explain that in the activation. Hello, I'm still technically challenged, and again the camera was running out of space. So about the divine communication, it's in sounds, signs, symbols, and colors, and it is so multidimensionally encoded. If you receive a symbol in sacred geometry and then color that in different variations, there is so much information that is activating your DNA beyond our comprehension. Then signs and symbols hold so much, I was going to say, ancient power within us, because they trigger these ancient dormant DNA codes where we were so much more in touch with what we now call our subconscious. And just a flash of light. And in the Mayan culture, they also did something journeying or dreaming. And with that, it is connecting with the divine, going on an inner journey. It's also very shamanic. But then in that dreaming energy, you pull in those divine codes. You bring them into your consciousness. Some would also call that lucid dreaming. There are some variations about that. And with that, you are becoming a co-creator of your own light, your own life, your own love, your own joy. You know, you really, and that was 111. It's like, yes, that code for awakening, stepping through that portal. And collectively, we are getting ready for ascension. And my guides always say that, you know, I'm the same. Lord Mackie said I can get really fed up with me. It's like, can you give me a timeline or some rough idea. And he's like, Katarina, we never know how anything unfolds. There is a bigger picture, and you can go zigzag through the labyrinth, you can take 3 rounds, or you find the most straightforward path. And that's a collective ascension. So some collectives get that path quicker, others don't, and then it's that snowballing effect, or that fire of light, like doom, 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 boom, all of a sudden it's lit up. So any precise date is more for us humans, where we feel like, all right, there's a rough date timeline, but they always say, please don't get fixed around those, because we are now so many worldwide active co-creators, where there's so much more love, light, joy in the mixture that can really accelerate the journey. And it is quicker than we expect, as Ashta is saying. And then also with that, Ashta was saying, we get those genius codes. With the awakening of your psychic abilities, you get the genius codes. That means your heart is that chip into the divine, and that activates your higher mind, because there are so many chakras also physically in the brain, with the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the thymus gland of the heart here is activating that and is running that in a different circuit. Maybe it's a circus going on within me right now. And I'll also explain that on Sunday in the activation. And you get those divine global ascension codes, you get the cosmic Christ codes, you get the codes from an orchestra of beings all around the universe or multiverse, depending on how much you dial into it, and they will also run for the future. And the codes for divine communication, where you get access to really through your stargate of the heart, you get the access to the portal of divine frequencies. It's like, as I was saying, it's like you're getting a free pass to go shopping. Whatever you need in the store, you can just put it in, serving your highest and greatest good and the highest and greatest good of all. That is always a baseline, throughout all world, time, spaces, and dimensions, to the highest degree and for the highest and greatest good of all. And let's see what the light codes bring forth now. And I see the kitties again, and they are also saying, all of our pets, our animals at home. I have beautiful bees outside. Now they take the roof down on the house where they're in, and I've been in touch with local beekeepers. I've been in touch with a beekeeper association to help save the wild bees, and one lovely beekeeper was here this morning. He's also going to come tomorrow, where we feel like, finding solutions that help everyone. The roofers wait those half an hour in order for the bees to be saved. They can be brought to a safe location. The roofers don't get stung, and everyone has a happy outcome. And that is also something where we are now learning, how do we are becoming keepers of the web of life? How do we embrace being on earth? Okay, so let's see what light language is coming in for all beings on earth to thrive, and that was 455. So the angelic realm is also helping that transition into that co-creation with all realms involved. And Gaia, with her becoming awakened and ascending, there's also a much greater power of earth coming from below with the energies from above. So we are literally being transformed from above and below. With that heart activation, it radiates from within to the without. So now, Karina, focus, bring in the light language, serving the highest and greatest good of all. Iashkaka si iki a na masa miwa ki ishkaka sa na ha iwashkaka sa na ki ishkaka sa na ha ki ishkaka sa na maha miwi ki ishka sa na maha mi wiki ishkaka sasana mi wiki si nana maha mi wa ka sasa na maha mi wiki sisina mi wa ka sasana maha iwashkaka sisina maha mi wiki sisina maha mi wiki si nana maha Miwa ka ka sa sa namaha. Miwa ka ka sa sa namaha. Miashka sa na na maha. Miwa ki si na na maha. Nya ki si na na maha. Miwa ka ka sa na na maha. Miwi ki si na. Miwashka ka sa na na maha. Miwi ki si na na maha. Miwi si na na maha. Miwashka ka sa na maha. Miwi ki sa na na maha. Miwa ka sa na na maha. Miwi ki si na maha. Miwa kaka sa na na maha. Niwa kaka. Niwa kaka. Niwa kaka sa na na maha. Miashka sa na na maha. Niaki si na na maha. Mia kaka sa na maha. Mia kaka sa na na maha. Iwa kaka sa na ha. Miwi kiki si na na maha. Iwash kaka sa na na maha. Iwash kaka sa na na maha. Mia kiki si na ha. Mia kiki si na na maha. Ashka kaka sa na mi ki. Ya kaka sa na ma ki si na na maha. Ya ki si na ha. Ya ki si na na maha. Ya ki si na na maha. Mi wana masa. Mi wana masa. Mi wana masa. Mi wi ki si na ha. Miwi kiki sisina maha. Aka, aka, aka. Aka, aka, aka. Blessed it be, so mote it be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, I really don't know if I get all of that together. So in the beginning, we're absolutely, really distinctively the golden solar light being super excited, clearing the psychic channel, activating the Antakarana and the prana tube further. Then followed were the Venusians. They were filling that Antakarana, that spinal column, the prana tube, with much more beautiful light and love, with that pearlescent white diamond energy. After that came Gaia. It's like, I welcome you, join me. We can all ascend peacefully together, even grounded. You know, that's a message to me as well. You can stay grounded while we all ascend. And then Lord Melchizedek came in and he's like, Katarina, you don't need to make me so stern. You know, you can smile when you bring me in as well. And he's like, and I help that grounding, that being held in that strong transitionary period. And then Ashtar Command was also coming in. I don't even know if he was before Gaia or after Lord Melchizedek, clearing the entire spinal column way up from the beyond into the hardcore chakra. And then, oh yeah, and then came the Pleiades in a really joyous version, and they call themselves in that really joyous version the Funky Space Brothers, and they were bringing in that radiant joy from the golden solar light beings and the Pleiades, a bit like a really fun, joy-loving dolphins in the ocean from the Pleiades, and those codes for a joyous ascension, you know, an ascension we can embrace. And then the last one was the swan codes of the higher divine beings to send you that extra layer of protection, of love and support. And with that, I wish you a most wonderful weekend. I can't wait to see you next week on Sunday for the big orchestra of light, the third part in the Cosmic Christ activation, where we bring in, you know, divine love, light, joy and beauty to your personal life, merging all your timelines into one. and receiving the genius code and so much more. With that, lots of love and namaste to you.